Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, Stan the Movie Man with your WINC.com movie review. This week in heated voting, you sent me to see Elysium. It stars Matt Damon, Jodie Foster, Sharlto Copley, Alice Braga, and more. It is the story of an Earth of the relatively near future, the late 21st century, that is massively overpopulated, polluted, and has very few natural resources left. As the situation on Earth got worse, the very wealthy combined their resources and built a space station called Elysium. Elysium is a perfect environment, beautifully manicured lawns, nice houses, swimming pools, the best of everything that's left. And it is guarded very, very efficiently by a Secretary Delacourt, that is played by Jodie Foster. She has a mercenary that she has managed to augment with various bits of electronics, a guy named Kruger, played by Sharlto Copley, and he is a psychopath, and he doesn't mind killing whoever he needs to kill. Now, the guy named Max DaCosta, played by Matt Damon, it works in a factory where these robots that act as security guards, both on Earth and on Elysium, are built. He gets blasted with radiation, which is part of the process of building the robots, but he gets stuck inside a chamber and hit with a bunch of radiation, and will be dead in 5 days due to massive organ failure, unless he can get to Elysium. So he approaches a guy named Spider, played by Wagner Moura, who is he's a guy who can get things done. Underground guy. He tries to smuggle people to Elysium, and with varying degrees of success. And he has a deal for Max. Says he's got this plan to get access codes for Elysium by grabbing this fella who runs the factory where the robots are built, and he's going to plug into his brain, because he's got a piece of electronics as well, and get all the codes for Elysium. But since Max is dying, he fits him out with this exosuit that gives him increased strength and speed, and will support him for at least as long as he lives, until his organs fail. Max has a friend named Frey, played by Alice Braga, who has a young daughter who is dying of leukemia, and she would like to get her up to Elysium as well, because they have these medical beds that will cure apparently practically anything, even death by violence. So there's all that going on, and once the plan is put into motion to hijack the information out of that guy's head, Secretary Delacourt orders Kruger to hunt down Max, because she has a plan for a coup to take over Elysium, and Max is getting in the way of that. The film is a very attractive looking piece. The special effects are terrific. The exosuit, which is something that is being worked on right now, is a perfectly believable bit of technology that doesn't look too flashy or fancy, but it would seem it does seem like something very believable. The bad guys in the film, Jodie Foster, a guy named John Carlisle, played by William Fichtner, and pretty much anybody on Elysium that has any lines. They're all despicable people. They're wealthy, but they have absolutely no compassion. They have no feeling for their fellow man, and they're just awful, awful people. They are so awful that they don't seem real. If I have any problems with the film, it's that the villains are just completely despisable, and really, they're too despisable, is what I'm getting at. Because we have rich people now who are very compassionate and are giving away their billions here on Earth now. I can't believe that nobody on Elysium has a heart. The other thing is there's some action scenes between Max and Kruger, and they look really weird sometimes. They're done very close up. There's a lot of like, to give you the impression of speed. There's like some blurring, and they are done so close it's very difficult to figure out what exactly is going on. That being said, all in all, the film is really entertaining. It doesn't waste any time getting the story started, which I appreciated, and everybody in it's very good, and it looks very good. I would like to go to Elysium myself. I would like it so much that I'm giving it 5 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie that I'll see next time. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to send them to me at StanTheMovieMan@att.net, and you can follow me on Twitter @MovieManStan. Till next time, later!